The Large Sutra on Perfect Wisdom, with the divisions of the Abhisamayālaṃkāra. Translated by EdwardConze. University of California Press, Berkeley, Los Angeles, London. Translation of the Sutra. Chapter 41. The absence of Mara's hosts. Maladjustment between the zealous and the indolent. Furthermore, it may be that the pupil is zealous to copy out this perfection of wisdom, to recite, explain and repeat it, whereas the teacher is indolent. Maladjustment through geographical separation, although both be zealous. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher is untiring in his desire to copy out this deep perfection of wisdom, whereas the pupils move off into a different district. Or vice versa, the pupils want to copy the perfection of wisdom, but the teacher moves into a different district. The one values gain and honor, the other is easily satisfied. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher attaches weight to gain, honor, and fame, and is passionately fond of robes, food, lodgings, and of a supply of medicinal appliances for sickness, whereas the pupils have few wishes, are easily contented, energetic, mindful, inwardly collected, one-pointed in their thought, and wise. This discord affecting the copying of the perfection of wisdom should also be known as Mara's deed to the bodhisattvas. Or, on the contrary, the teacher may have few wishes, be easily contented, quite detached, energetic, too wise, whereas the pupils have many wishes, are attached to gain, honor, and fame, and to robes, food, lodgings, and medicinal appliances for use in sickness. This is also a deed of the evil one. The one has undergone austerities, the other has not. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher is a forest dweller, or begs his food from door to door without accepting invitations, or wears clothes made of rage taken from dung heaps, or never eats any food after midday, or eats his meal in one sitting, or lives on alms food, or inhabits and frequents cemeteries, or lives in an open unsheltered place, or dwells at the foot of a tree, or even in his sleep remains in a sitting posture, or sleeps at night wherever he may happen to be, or possesses no more than 3 robes, whereas the pupils undergo none of these ascetic practices. Or, on the contrary, a pupil undergoes the ascetic practices whereas the teacher does not. This discord is another deed of Mara which affects the study of the perfection of wisdom. The one is lovely in his character, the other is not. Furthermore, it may be that the pupil is full of faith, lovely in his character, and desirous of copying, expounding, and repeating this deep perfection of wisdom, whereas the teacher has no faith, is not lovely in his character, and does not desire to copy, expound, and repeat this deep perfection of wisdom. Or, on the contrary, it may be that the teacher is full of faith, lovely in his character, and desirous of giving this deep perfection of wisdom so that it may be copied out and its meaning understood, whereas none of this is found in the pupil. This discord is another deed of Mara which affects the study of the perfection of wisdom. The one is generous, the other is stingy. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher is one who gives away everything, without niggardliness in his heart, whereas the pupil is stingy, with many wishes, with evil wishes, and attaches weight to gain, honor, fame, robes. On the other hand, it may be that the pupil is the one who gives away everything and has no niggardliness in his heart, whereas the teacher is stingy and niggardly. This discord is another deed of Mara which affects the study of the perfection of wisdom. The one is willing to give adiv, the other not willing to accept. Furthermore, it may be that the pupil is willing to give robes to the teacher, but that the teacher is not willing to accept them. This discord, a deed of Mara, also affects the study of the perfection of wisdom. On the other hand, it may be that the teacher is willing to accept from the pupil, but that the pupil is not willing to give. This discord again is Mara's work. The one requires a brief explanation, and the other gives a detailed one. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher understands as soon as the main points are mentioned, whereas the pupil needs elaborate instructions, cannot understand unless all the details are explained, and insists on verbal expressions being laboriously explained. Or conversely, the pupil understands at a mere hint, whereas the teacher needs lengthy explanations. This discord is again Mara's work. The one has the higher knowledge of the Dharma as expounded in the sutras, while the other has not. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher knows the exposition of Dharma Dharmantara. Note, the discourses. Discourses in prose and verse mingled, predictions, verses, summaries, origins, thus was said, birth stories, expounded texts, marvels, tales and expositions, whereas the pupils do not. This discord also is Mara's work. The one is endowed with the 6 perfections, the other is not. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher is endowed with the 6 perfections, whereas the pupil is not. Or, alternatively, the pupils may be endowed with the 6 perfections, whereas the teacher is not. This discord also is Mara's work. The one has skill in means, the other has not. Furthermore, the teacher may have skill in means with regard to the 6 perfections, whereas the pupils have none. Alternatively, the pupils have skill in means with regard to the 6 perfections, whereas the teacher has none. This discord is Mara's work. The one has a powerful memory, the other has not. Furthermore, the teacher may have acquired the dharanis, whereas the pupils have not. This discord also is Mara's work. The one loves to write this text, the other does not. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher is willing to copy out, bear in mind, recite, and repeat too. Attend, whereas the pupils have no such desires. Or it may be that the pupils who are willing to copy out, whereas the teacher has no such desire. This discord also is Mara's work. The one has sense desires, the other is free from them. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher is free from sense desire, ill will, sloth and torpor, excitedness and sense of guilt, or doubt, whereas the pupils are not free from them. Or alternatively, the pupils are free from the hindrances, whereas the teacher is not. This discord also is Mara's work. The aversion to being reborn in the states of woe. Moreover, someone will come along to those who copy too, who develop this deep perfection of wisdom, and disparage life in the hells, among the animals or the pretas, saying, so ill are the hells, so ill is the animal world, so ill is life among the pretas. Do make an end of ill just here and now. What point is there in your fully knowing the supreme enlightenment? This is another one of Mara's deeds. Delight at the thought of going to a blissful existence. Moreover, someone will come along to those who copy too, who wisely attend to this deep perfection of wisdom, and praise life among the kinds of gods. So happy is life among the gods. In the world of sense desire because of the enjoyment of sense pleasures, in the world of form because of the trances and transic attainments, and in the formless world because of its calm. All this, however, is impermanent, ill, empty, no the self or belonging to a self, doomed to reversal, fall, cessation, and stopping. To attain the fruit of stream winner just here and now too. To attain the enlightenment of a Pratyeka Buddha just here and now. Do not err about in samsara for a long time. This is another one of Mara's deeds. The one is fond of solitude, the other of company. Furthermore, it may be that the teacher lives alone, without a second, and does everything by and for himself, whereas the pupil prefers the company of others. Or, conversely, the pupil may live alone, whereas the teacher prefers the company of others. This discord also is Mara's deed. The pupil wishes to associate with the teacher who gives him no opportunity. Furthermore, the teacher may say, to those who come to where I am I will give this perfection of wisdom, so that they can copy it too. develop it, whereas the pupil refuses to come. Conversely, the pupil may wish to go where the teacher is, but the teacher gives him no opportunity to do so. This is another one of Mara's deeds. The one needs some material help, the other is unwilling to give it. Furthermore, the teacher is willing to give this perfection of wisdom in return for some material help, but the pupil does not wish to approach him for fear of having to offer it. This is another one of Mara's deeds. The one goes to a place of danger, the other to a safe place. Furthermore, the teacher may want to go to a district where he is in danger of his life, but the pupil does not want to go there. Or conversely, the pupil may want to go to a district where he is in danger of his life, but the teacher does not want to go there. This is another one of Mara's deeds.